evening, gentlemen and ladies. I'm very honored to be called to give the opening remark of this program. Colleagues, friends, it's a pleasure to be here today for the special Boys meet-up. We gather here not as friends, but as family for a very distinguished operation. It's an opportunity for us to connect with each other as we knit ourselves into the tasks ahead. And so I treat everybody here to knit ourselves into each other. I mean, we have professionals among us. We gather here to make a statement in this country because we are the future. Boys, we are the future. And so we are going to make a statement to Ghana. We are going to make a statement to the future generation that it is possible. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. The clapping could be a bit stronger. Right. So, we're moving things along very, very quickly, and I'm going to give the microphone to this amazing gentleman. Please put your hands together for him. Yes.
Thank you, John. Thank you, John. Boys. So this reminds us of what we also began in 2016. At that time, the mood was down, people were uncertain, but the Boys movement came to rescue the country and once again delivered victory. Myself and distinguished former youth leader Anthony Carbo sat down and decided to spark this campaign again in Greater Accra. But it's important that first of all we need to network and have a discussion. Today's engagement will not be wholly political. It's a mixture of drinks, cocktail, grills, and also to hear the reason why it should be a Bawumia 2024. We invited Boys, but others are welcome. I don't want to err, so the others are welcome. But once it is our ceremony, we also have a choice to decide whether we need to get up for them or to remain seated. Let me keep it that way. So, we spoke about this idea. We spoke to friends. Greater Accra is diverse. And once Greater Accra takes in, you have victory. There are also people who want to be involved in the campaign. They don't even know where to start from. There are people who want to be involved. They don't even know who to speak to. And that is why this evening you are here. Each and every one of you owns the campaign. Each and every one of you is the campaign manager for Bawumia for 2024. We've had our own difficulties as a country and also as citizens of the world. But one thing that we should attempt to do is to attempt to take Bible lessons from a beer bar. Even though we have a situation globally, continentally, and locally. What we should avoid is taking Bible lessons from a beer bar. So, beyond today, what we seek to do is to mobilize enough of our own selves, our friends, our Boys colleagues, and also with the active support from the national youth leader of the NPP, Salam Mustafa. All of us can then also farm out. We can have street campaigns, we can have stickers campaign, we have ghettos campaign. Anywhere and everywhere that a vote must also be harvested from, we are determined to go there to harvest those votes. Bawumia alone cannot campaign to the almost 30 million Ghanaians. And that's why he needs support. He needs friends. He needs the boys movement. And looking forward that once our ladies friends are here, we're looking forward to them establishing a girls movement. So that at a point in time, we can have both the guys and the ladies meeting at a point. I have seen colleague CEOs, colleague deputy CEOs, and I'm excited to know that they've all played a very key role in bringing all of us this far. I beg you, it's an evening that don't let it be just about you just taking a pint or a sip, but also listening to the very core reasons why we're here. This movement is going to attract thousands of people in the coming days. And we're looking forward to you being part of this walk to victory. So National Youth Leader, this was a call. I've seen the very venerable Virus here. Virus, the CEO for Stakeholder, you are welcome. And the founder of Loyal Ladies. So it's clear that boys movement and girls movement can converge at a point. I have seen President Kufuor's executive assistant, the Dwayne Champon, you are welcome. I've seen very good boys seated next to you, left and right. The chairman of Manipo is as well. And I've seen Kwedu Odami and all those that I have seen. The Honorable Atachia, he's also a boys. He's at the back door. This year you are welcome. Senior boys. Or this year you are welcome. One statement from Listen People Park. Today, or this year, you bless us with another statement to send us going. I've also seen that Samuel, director of the job for the Jubilee House as well. And the man in charge of Metro Mass as well is here. And the boy, the really intimate Kufia, Anyano, yes, this man, his heat is coming, but I'm sure that we are going to manage this last 3 months for us. The Honorable Max Assessments are computerized to selection and placement system. Mark, this is to greet you. The boys they greet you. Mark, this is to greet you. I think here, the Sremo Madaro Mama. I feel today, the Sremo. When the machines in Casamai, I was one hour on Cotoban, Navabe, Wahala mine. And also, I've seen the deputy PPA boss as well, also in our list. And then I've seen Cannibals here, I've seen Kwekutemi, deputy CEO for Ghana Post, prior as well, Peter Ritchie, Prince David Osei. And all the squad, Richard Gentry from Scholarship Secretariat. And then there are more problems forward. So, John, this is your platform. I've seen lots of our young people coming in. This evening, I won't bore you with mass speeches and a long talk. Cabo will come to also discuss why the Bawumia project and why Bawumia 2024 and also the Bawumia story. In between it, we are happy to also have Soforian Ponsa, Mr. Ofori will be performing for us and for free as well. Samini as well will pass through for free in honor of the boys movement, same as prior and same as you and all those who would like to also do as the others. For the bloggers, Munamo Yakasa, Modequechi, the Encanona Monfako, because they say, yeah, I mean, man, Onkai, near the Biasin. You will be content, chi and che. I beg you, I cannot Monfako, and then I am cow. On this note, I want to welcome all of you and enjoy it. And also the man, the senior advisor to the Vice President's campaign, Mayor Ejay Sowatu is in our midst. Mohammed Ejay Sowa, you are welcome. We are looking at the other side, but we're also looking at you. Where Lolo Day? He's the most wanted man. Top money matters for them, now man they hide for them. That's the man in charge of finance for the vice president's campaign. Give it up for him. He's at the back there. I don't know. So once we run out of it, we run out of bundle of drinks, of water, be on standby. But basically, this thing has been put together by all of us, and I believe that it's an evening that all of you are welcome. We have various groups here, from sweepers to our guys, sailors, and all. If you're a warrior of national service, you are welcome. Gifty, your name Max Assuments and here Kasa about computers selection. Mark the other about all the end there, I shall say NSS post. Mammy, you're down. Why, you're meeting a can. Now, make money and break a cast of mine. So, guys, I'm sure we took details of many of you. We are going to group them. And then in the coming days, we'll be starting street campaign. It's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. We did it in 2016 when people thought it wasn't possible. And today I'm going to tell you for a fact that that slogan, "It is possible," was not chosen by any member of the campaign team. It was chosen by Dr. Bawumia himself. Nobody coined that slogan for it. We're there and we said, you know what? For the first time, we are going to make history as a party and also for himself as a candidate. And I believe that from the various indices and for what he started from the campaign, he has come a long way. And this is a man motivated by the passion to deliver and a man who believes that Ghana's next chapter must be fulfilled by bold solutions. He's not somebody who will shirk responsibility. He's not somebody who will say that this is a very difficult problem so cannot be solved. He's somebody who always proposes solutions to find solutions for our cutting-edge problems. And so I'm humbled to be part of his team, and I'm humbled that this evening various stakeholders will have an opportunity to also in between have a word. Lastly, and before I hand over the microphone to John, please, as you are here, you have to be tweeting, you have to be Facebooking, you have to also be posting what is happening here. All this, one way or the other, goes a long way to further the campaign. On this note, John, some of us are born speakers, but I will stop here for you to continue. Thank you very much.
Please put your hands together for him. I trust when they say Supreme, I don't know if they are calling him or me. Thank you very much once again. Amazing words. I'm sure we picked a lot from what he said. Now, many of us here want to be part of this amazing campaign and possibly asking yourself, how do you? He just mentioned a few. You're here. Start tweeting, start sharing with your friends. Be that voice that is needed and very important. We get to talk about the story. The Dr. Bawumia story. I'm going to invite a gentleman to sit with me. I have 1, 2, 3 questions for him so we can get into that amazing story, that dream we all want to be part of. So please, if you're here, Anthony Cabo, please join me here. Please put your hands together for him whilst he joins me here. Yes, sir. Thank you very much for joining us. It's an absolute honor to have you here. Please have a seat. Wherever you want to take a seat. Thank you. How's your evening been?
Well, let me say a wonderful evening to colleagues and friends and acquaintances who have gathered here. It's a real pleasure to see the array of people we have at this inaugural interaction. It's great.
Well, I'm sure everybody is very excited to see you here as well. I have a very short question for you, the very first one. And it's a question that I trust you're going to do a lot of justice to. My very first question to you is, who is Bawumia?
Well, I think that the man who has turned out from obscurity, now thrown into the public space, there's a lot more about him that I guess that people don't know. His Excellency, our flag bearer, as we all know, was born on the 7th of October 1963 in Tamale to a very illustrious father, Alhaji Bawumia, and to a mom, Hajia Mariama Bawumia. In fact, out of his father's 18 children, he is the second out of 5 of his mother's kids. His initial education was in Tamale and Sakasaka, a very popular school everybody in Tamale knows about. He proceeded from there to Tamale Secondary School, and once he was done with his secondary education, he proceeded to the United Kingdom, where he ventured into banking and finance and acquired his master's first degree from the prestigious Buckingham Palace, and proceeded to Oxford University for his master's in economics, and then did his PhD in Simon Fraser, and upon that he was involved in some work in the World Bank and the IMF, and also as a lecturer in the Baylor University in Atlanta. Subsequently, he returned to Ghana as an economist working with the Bank of Ghana, and once he went through the Bank of Ghana, he rose to become the special assistant to the then governor, Governor Akko. And subsequently, out of some divinity, he was spotted by President Kufuor and was subsequently appointed as deputy governor. And so he worked with the President Kufuor administration, and there's a lot that he supported that government with, working with the likes of Barredu and Sako Mafu and that team that Kufuor put together. Actually, they were able to put a lot of things. We all know him famously for the redenomination of the city, and the popular saying, that the value is the same. And then His Excellency, the leader of the party then, candidate Akufo-Addo, was in search for a partner for the 2008 elections. Amongst the team that were part of the people to search, a group of young men in the New Patriotic Party put themselves together and headhunted His Excellency Bawumia, introduced him to the then candidate and advocated for him from then till now to become the running mate. And His Excellency the President affirmed his confidence in him and retaining him 4 times, the longest serving running mate in the history of our country. We've never come to a man who has developed so much confidence with his boss to maintain him the countless times he has. And it is quite evident that the work that he has put in the last 7 years attests to why the president put in so much confidence in the young man to partner him. And so the Bawumia story from that point on in 2008 is quite known to the Ghanaian public. His conduct in politics, his demeanor, and the way he has introduced a new spectrum of political engagement in our country, where political parties or politicians must stay on message and focus on policy, and also seek to address the matters that are of grave concern to the broad masses of our people. And I'm sure you will be much aware about the countless initiatives that Bawumia has put before before the country, and the support that he has given His Excellency President Nana Akufo-Addo. The very famous one that we are all aware is the famous Ghana card, and then also the mobile interoperability, you know, the ability to move funds from, you know, your mobile wallet into your bank account and from your bank account onto your mobile wallet, and also the opportunity for a massive financial inclusion that particular policy has sought to bring on board. And if you also know the bold solutions that he has talked about, some of the things he intends to do when he becomes president is to work essentially to bring down the cost of living. We all know that transportation, for instance, is a major contributory factor to the cost of living or rising cost of living, and he has provided some ideas for that. You know, the current situation where businesses are actually complaining about the tax regime, the cumbersome nature of our tax regime, and also the high price as far as our taxes are concerned when they are, our duties are concerned when they are paid against the dollar. And once you have the fluctuation, it has its consequential effects on businesses. He's actually advocated for policies and interventions that will seek to bring the cost of living down. And also the idea about introducing electric vehicles, electric buses for public transport is a major booster in as far as the quest to bring down cost of living in the country is concerned. He's also talked about, you know, aggregating young people and providing them with training so we can churn out close to about 1 million jobs in ICT. And we're talking about coding and outsourcing businesses from Europe, America, Canada, and all these countries where young people, as a result of the happenings in COVID, can take advantage of these digital skills and get employed. You know, Bawumia has also really spoken about an SME bank which is going to support some of our people in the SME space. There are young people in Ghana who are into all manner of medium to small scale businesses, but are actually looking for the financial support so that they can upscale their business interventions. And Bawumia has promised that he's going to make that happen. He's also talked about the fact that he will abolish, you know, e-levy, because he believes very strongly that we must empower and allow a lot more transactions without impediments. Taxes, in one way or the other, are a major impediment. Today, as we speak, we are talking about over 3 trillion transactions alone as a result of the mobile interoperability. And you can imagine if the e-levy is taken out, the more people we are going to bring into that space to ensure that you know, the digital space and the digital inclusion is actually achieved. You know, he's also talked about modernizing agriculture to ensure that we apply end-to-end technology in improving farm yield, and also supporting the tractor mechanization centers. And key to all of this is also ensuring that our farmers get access to equipment, our farmers get access to credit, and be able to invest, and also to re-look at the fertilizer regime. But most important is also what is in for young people. Scores of young people in our country, and as we've gone around the country, some of the things that we've come to realize is the fact that we have a lot more young people yearning for jobs, a lot more young people qualified but are still home looking for opportunities. And so the job search in the country has taken another dimension, and which means that the government must necessarily respond to these opportunities. Government alone, according to Bawumia's vision, cannot be the provider of these opportunities. The private sector, leveraging on the capacity of the private sector, is going to be key. He's also talked about mining and what he is going to do to ensure that we have a fully integrated mining industry, one that allows for a proper regime on monitoring, and of course the vexed issue of galamsey and the pollution of our water bodies, how we are going to put a stop to that and allow responsible mining in our country. But the bigger issue in as far as the mining sector is concerned, is the gold for oil policy and how we are going to ramp up, foreign exchange in gold using the current Bank of Ghana Gold Purchase Program, where we are buying gold to ensure that we anchor the currency. That is going to have its own cascading effect on cost of doing business, because once people are quite certain about, once people are certain about the stability of the currency, it allows people to be able to plan, it allows businesses to plan for the future. And so the candidate has put out a great manifesto. The issues in the manifesto are largely matters that are affecting various industries, that as a result of that he has had several engagements with these captains of industry, and the solutions that we are providing are certainly in response to the problems that these various sectors of the economy and stakeholders have engaged. And as a result of their engagement, that is how come His Excellency, the candidate, has put out his vision. For the creative art industry, we all know that it's a multi-million-dollar industry, and the benchmarks to ensure that that industry takes off are the kind of ideas that he has put forth. That there must be a creative arts fund, and that fund must necessarily be funded. Government must agree on specific sources of funding to ensure that happens, to ensure that the visa acquisition for our artists and the opportunities to perform abroad on all our international stages, and then the bigger policy of the Buy Ghana First, which is going to be a new policy instituted by the government to ensure that Ghanaian products will be the first option for any public procurement in the country. And we believe that with this, to increase the local patronage of Ghanaian products, both in production and in service, will go a long way to augment local industry. So the Bawumia master plan he has for the country is one that has been well thought through, and every sector of the economy has had some issue that borders on their growth and survival being addressed in the manifesto. And we look forward to having positive engagements with the public, and it is my belief that as young people, as we've gathered here, many of us are within the middle class bracket. We understand that what is before us in 2024 is a decision about the past or the future, and it is going to be us. What is happening in this year's election is the fact that we have two people of northern extraction contesting for this election. One of them can be a president for 4 years, the other can be a president for 8 years. And so we are talking about longevity of vision, one who can have the opportunity to continue upon the existing work that His Excellency President Akufo-Addo has achieved. Free SHS undoubtedly, like Otufo said yesterday, is one of the most audacious social intervention policies to be implemented by any government in our fourth Republican constitutional dispensation. The number of people, poor people, people in the downtrodden, the broad masses of our people who have had their wives and children recruited into the senior high school. Currently, most of those in the universities, first year, second year, third year universities, are all products of the free senior high school education. That policy, for me, is the biggest after the Declaration of Independence, and there's nothing we can do about it. Even those who criticize that policy have come to admit that indeed that policy has helped, take down the burden of many more. And don't forget also the initiatives that His Excellency Bawumia has championed have all largely been in the digital space, and that is the space in which many of us within this age bracket actually operate. The fact that we have a consistent address system, the fact that we have a unique identification system, the fact that most of these databases are now very much interlinked, and that is the basis upon which His Excellency talks about the fact that he looks forward to introducing a credit score system in Ghana for the first time, because the only country in the continent of Africa that has a credit score system is South Africa. and Ghana would look to be the second country to have a credit score system. Those of us like yourself who have been exposed to the world understand the meaning of the credit system and what that will do for families and teachers and those who continue to work in the small to medium scale industry, which means that they can now have things that they want even and then take time to pay over time. And that has been what happens in most foreign countries and most of the advanced countries that we yearn to go. So clearly you will see that the formalization of the economy has taken shape. It has produced a digital address system. It has produced the national identification system in the Ghana card. It has produced financial inclusion. As far as the mobile money interoperability is concerned, it has also ensured that now in Ghana, from about 4% of the adult population that were having a tax identification number, just by the introduction of the Ghana card and the declaration that the unique number on your Ghana card is your TIN number, we have increased the number of adult population covered under our tax bracket from 4% to about 85%. That tells you that now a lot more people are within the tax bracket, and which is certainly a benchmark for a lot of the policy initiatives that are going to come up. So these are, but in summary, some of the issues that His Excellency has talked about, and the fact that, more importantly, I would like to add before I bring this to an end, you know, Sami mentioned the fact that this candidate we are talking about is a very handsome person. If you look at his growth trajectory and his development, one would assume that life has been very easy for a man like that. But to the amazement of many, when he talks about the fact that growing up, you know, living in London to support his education, he had to drive as a taxi driver as one of the odd jobs he had to do to
That's
raise
the story
money.
very few people know.
Yes.
And that's the kind of information I was thinking we will clap about. Exactly.
Yes, the fact that, you know, growing up in London, and we all do know I schooled in London at some point in my life. I was a doorman at a nightclub, you know, in order to make some extra money to support our education. So I can relate necessarily with that story, you know, to be a master's degree student in London. You will do some vacation job, maybe driving a taxi, and in his case, he drove a taxi. And even when he finished his master's and was doing his PhD in Simon Fraser in Canada, he was involved in cleaning dormitories as part of raising money to finish his education. These are life testimonies and stories that tells the type of person we are talking about. Life has not been rosy, but with hard work, determination, and the courage to achieve more, God can take you from nowhere to somewhere. Today, as taxi driver has become our vice president of our country. Today, a dormitory cleaner has become a vice president and a flag bearer of the largest opposition party. Don't forget, and I guess that's one of the reasons why he thought about the policy of extending the registration period for our driver's license. The driver's license that we all do have is only valid for 6 years, and we renew every 2 years. In most advanced countries, your driver's license is valid for a decade, and you renew it twice two times before its expiration. And those are the kinds of systems that His Excellency has begun to talk about. And I believe that many of us here can connect to that. Many of us here can appreciate what those life-changing interventions are.
No doubt. It's an amazing story, and no doubt he's an amazing politician, spokesperson, and a sharp brain as well. He did all my job for me. Every single question I had, you answered that. Now finally, very briefly, because our time is fast spent. Now if anybody walks to you and asks you, do you sincerely believe that this is the man for the future?
Well, I have no doubts in my mind, having known him and witness his thought process and what really concerns him, and the fact that a man's soul agonizes when he sees what is wrong with our society and doesn't just sit back and throws his hands in despair, but really gets thinking about particular interventions that will resolve our problems. I'll give you a clear example of why I say this. Just by introducing the mobile money interoperability, that has unleashed an industry, a digital payment industry that has seen other Ghanaian digital payment platforms emerge. The Express Pay, the Haptex. These are all local indigenous Ghanaian young people who have been given the opportunity as a result of the guidance and policy direction of this candidate. In my time, when I finished university, and this is a long time ago, the top 5 companies in the world were oil companies. Today, the top 5 companies in the world are tech companies. So anybody or any leader who is looking to leap or have a giraffe view into what is going to happen in our continent and in this world, if it is not about data, if it is not about AI, if it is not about robotics, if it is not about digitalization and making life and solutions easy for people, then I don't know what the future holds. And I see all this encapsulated in one man by the name, His Excellency Dr. Bawumia. And I want to entreat all of us here that the work to get a candidate elected is not just only on our fingers. We must get out to the picket lines, we must get out to the streets, we must get out to the corners, we must get out to the spaza shops, we must get out to the interchanges, we must get out to the lorry stations, the nightclubs, and everywhere that we find ourselves gathered to continue to preach the message of His Excellency Dr. Bawumia as the next president of our republic. And that will be the beginning of the next industrial revolution that Ghana will be plunged into under his leadership.
Excellently said. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Yes. Right, let's take a quick break. Kasano Yawa. Let's have later on I'll invite my friends in the creative sector. We'll have a conversation. We'll talk about Dr. Bawumia's ideas for the creative sector. But before that, we'll take a musical break. We have Prior around. If you could please come for the microphone. And let's have a few songs before we proceed. Ladies and gentlemen, Ghana's iconic band, Prior. There you go. So we are about to go again. We are about to go again. You guys
And I can't skip do something for the ladies. The few ladies in the house, let me see my hand. Why the ladies there? Hey, I see some beautiful ladies in the house, so they're still there in the house inside. So make a switch to the ladies of my own. If boys make busy. Oh, okay, I've seen one. You there for me? You sure? Okay, I'll make I do something for you. Alright. Guys, let's do something for the ladies, brother. Boys don't make any yet. Alright. What's the name? Now it's fun to you that day. Okay. Benedicta. And I said, Emiliana Monica. Oh, everything. Let's be cheap. My coffee. Why from or why is Emilia? What's the name? Jeremy Woody. Hey, I'm the fast on your baby. Hey, Lady Day, Cecilia, Emiliana Monica. What a lady is. Hey, come on, right now. Hey, Cecilia, Emilio, in the summer of the show. Oh, yeah, follow, Cecilia, Emilia. So, I jump on the ladies. Alright. Boys, you make ready now. Boys, make ready now. Oh, okay. Charlie, make you guys come. What are boys doing? Boys. You guys make ready. Go. Let's get on the stage. Boys, make ready. Boys. You sure? And the only two. When the rest day, make you guys come, guys. Make you do it. Hey, all right. DJ Ice, are you ready? All right, drop it. All right. Hey. And we will go I
brought a lot of people to Ghana from the diaspora. Some of them have made Ghana their home, some of them have acquired land houses, and they have been really long to Ghana. Besides that, there have been numerous events in Ghana. Like when you look at the whole world, in retrospect, a lot of people want to come to Ghana for the Christmas festivity, which is really boosting the economy. Now we are doing Beyond the Return. It was as a result of the success of Beyond the Return, the Year of the Return, that has led to Beyond the Return. We've seen remarkable improvement in people, and you see, this development has created job opportunities for people, vendors, artists, actors, performers, because when it's Christmas, the whole place is packed. Hotels, tourism is highly boosted. A lot of people book hotels and come into the country. In the creative arts sector, we've seen the refurbishment of the National Theatre. We've seen the air conditions and they try to change the carpet and the chairs now. With regards to the NPP, National Film Authority, we've seen funds being dispersed to producers to help protect Ghana cinema. We've seen some remarkable developments in the creative arts sector. I can't remember during the COVID era, when they dispersed the creatives because everybody was at home and there was a lockdown. Aside that, through the Ministry of Information now, creators and content developers can monetize their Facebook, they can monetize their Instagram and make money. This is a success that Nigerians have been benefiting from now, and the Ministry of Information will be able to do this for our country. So far so good, with the building of amphitheaters across Ghana, I think we'll see some remarkable success.
Now, quickly before I let you go, how excited are you about the coming years? You've gone through Dr. Bawumia's manifesto. What do you read? How excited are you?
Well, there's some key points in Dr. Bawumia's manifesto promises for the creative arts. One exciting aspect of it is the flat tax rate, which will be like an incentive to encourage private individuals to support the creatives. Our major problem is the streaming. Data and all that is a bit expensive. So sometimes when we get into production or we do content, it's not easy streaming it. So with the partnership with private authorities and private individuals, streaming platform, digital platform will be created so we can, move our products, move our content, which is quite remarkable. He was going to introduce the travel protocol system. A lot of creative, like some few weeks ago, I had to travel to Lagos to film, but my passport was in an embassy. But with the travel protocol service, they're going to expedite every process. If you're creative and you need to go out and work, it will be expedited. So that's a very good initiative. We spoke about the Creative Art Fund, which will enable producers, music producers, food producers to access the fund and do great job. So it's looking good.
It's looking good.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for all of that.
That's possible.
I knew you have something amazing to say. I just spoke to Bawumia and he's about to perform for us. But before he performs, very briefly, I want to talk about the digital drive. Dr. Augustine Blake, please join me here. I know you have something to say. Augustine Blake, please join me here. Okay, before that, let me call Honorable Atachi. Before that, Honorable Atachi, are you here? Please give us a few words that we can talk about the digital drive. Thank you, sir.
Well, this is a very exciting moment for me. I don't belong to the voice, but I live in the corner here. And I heard that Samuel is putting together something of consequence for Dr. Bawumia, and I said, well, let me leave my home and just come and see what is going on. I'm excited about what is going on. I only pray that the energy of the boys' voice should go into the ballot box. This activity, you should go and energize somebody else. And lot more people who do not understand the significance of this moment as we pit Dr. Bawumia against former President Mahama. We should let them know. Today I stand here, I'm 62 years old. Yes, I'm not a boy. So I will say that the future is with you. But I'll tell you a few things and then I leave you to have this moment. The future of this country is at stake. You should tell everybody. The future of Ghana is at stake. And I keep telling people that anytime you have serious problems, and I mean very serious problems, God, even in the Bible, will bring a Moses. Somebody who can do what? Solve the problem. Not somebody who can come and talk about the problem. What I've seen about NDC is that they are the mortuary people. Have you seen what they are doing? The mortuary man who is looking at the dead body and cannot raise the dead body by talking about the dead body, the dead body, the dead body, the dead. What are we going to do with the dead body? Today, a future is smiling at everybody here. The problems of Ghana should be solved. We don't need commentaries. And I want to submit to you, some people were talking that I've said something very, very dangerous. I want to tell you something. I have something serious to say about my candidate. How can you blame a man when he says that Accra is the capital of Ghana? How can you say a man should apologize when he says what? Accra is the capital of Ghana. Dr. Bawumia is an economist. Is he not an economist? Is he not a well-class gentleman? Look at what happened between Accra and Rollins. Did you hear that? This well-cultured man was having a fight with Akufo-Addo. Akufo-Addo is not an angel. He has his challenges. But here is a well-cultured man. For the past 16 years, they've lived together. And when you have dental challenges, all of you are aware, when you have toothache, you don't give it to a carpenter. This is what, if you joke and you don't tell them, that is a gamble of the future. When you have a toothache, you don't give it to a carpenter. It's a monumental mistake to do so. When you have a toothache, you give it to what? A dentist. This is where we are. So people should not be worried at all about the challenge. Don't say too many people, too many things to too many people, and the confusion. Just let them know who should lead Ghana into the future and not the mortuary analysis. I want to say that. It's very, very important. I believe that you were here. Somebody was in charge of Ghana. He never experienced COVID challenges. Have you forgotten? Mahama never experienced COVID challenges. The Russia-Ukraine war, he didn't experience it. Nevertheless, he couldn't put the lights on for 4 solid years. I want to submit that if Mahama were in the shoes of Nana Akufo-Addo, the economy of Ghana will comatose. Why should we gamble and recycle you back to come and look after the affairs of this country? So please, for me, that is the gospel. That we should tell people who are not here that the future of this nation is safer with Dr. Alhaji Muhammad Bawumia, 9. The man who couldn't put the lights on, and they have recycled him to come and do what? This is the future of this country, and the future is with you. The serious people who have done good business and you want to see the economy blossom. The economy will blossom. Not through the other man. And the economy is going to blossom through the expert. And it's going to do for us. Tell people not to gamble. That we are looking at digital compared to what? I confirm. Digital compared to what? I confirm. Digital compared to what? Oh, please. We shouldn't make a mistake. We shouldn't gamble. So, my brother Samuel, my prayers are with you. What you've done with Cabo is very laudable. Replicate it in all the areas that these young lads will go and evangelize those who do not understand the difference between digital and for people to see. Go and turn on the light. For the future of this country is at stake, and Ghanaians should not gamble. Thank you very much for this opportunity, and we'll talk some more.
Thank you very much, Honorable Atachia. You mentioned the digital drive. Dr. Augustine Gray, please join me here. Let's talk briefly about the digital drive, and then Ofrea Ponsa will be on stage. Thank you very much.
Hello. Right, the first thing I want you to do is take note of this. There's an app on App Store or Play Store called Bawumia Nation. Bawumia Nation is digital. So go on there, download the app, register, and all that we ask you to do is to find 12 of your friends, load them on there, and you commit to make sure you take them to the polls, convince them about Bawumia, let them vote for Dr. Bawumia. Is that right? I can hear you. All right, Bawumia Nation. So, what should I talk about? I will talk about when the Vice President said in his manifesto that he will train 1 million youth in digital skills. The opponents said they will train 1 million in coding. There's a big difference between the two. We are building a digital nation, so you must build that digital nation with digital skills. Coding is just one of many. And so Dr. Bawumia has thought about this and said, you must have UI, or this is more technical, user interface designers. You must have quality assurance. You must have product managers. You must have designers, you must have testers, you must have cloud engineers, you must have more and more even customer support specialists in digital skills. If you focus only on coding, you've done nothing. Because Dr. Bawumia has spoken to the industry, we know what they need. So to build the digital nation, you need digital skills, not just coding. And so as we move forward, the person to lead this country is nobody but the one who understands where we should be 20, 30, 50 years from now. And that person is Dr. Bawumia. So in ending my remarks, I want to remind all of you to go to your App Store or your Play Store, look for Bawumia Nation, download the app, and then sign up and load on at least 12 of your friends at home, in schools, at work, and commit to talk to them and lead them to take us to the poll to vote for Dr. Bawumia to be the President of the Republic. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much as well. If you're here, please take out your mobile phones and follow the Boys Voice movement on all social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. At Boys Voice movement, please do that now. And make sure your friends and family are doing the same as well. Time for some music. We have an iconic singer, songwriter, performer here, Mr. All For Real. Ladies and gentlemen, Boys Voice. Boys, boys. Nice. Please put your hands together for real apples.
The youth of this country. Some may say Dr. Bawumia, one may say there. He is the future. Okay, what's here? Sure. What's Thank you so much. We do tick tock, and record on my. We do it now. Check, proud, remember. It wants to be the big dog. I have a bar and ding dong. For me, to get this. Check. The flavor, really good. It's a little only now to get down. We know, we get a time. Oh, come on, son. People tell me this is what's bad on me. Only one, or the same. person no me papa bi a o na say me eti me too. Yes. Dr. Bawumia, Seneca, Senator Seneca, Mambo, NPP, Dr. Bawumia.
before our member, we are all okay and normally about it. And I go to the
Yes, sir.
I think Samini is here. Samini, I want you here. But before that, I want Salam Mustafa, Miracles, and I was really here to join me here. I know you have something to say before we move for Samini's performance. And I want to remind you again, go on the social media, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and follow the Boys Movement. Please do that now. Now it's really Salam Mustafa and Martin, please join me here. I know you have something to say to us and everybody here before we go for Samini's performance. Salam alaikum. How are you doing? How's it going for you so far? Yeah, you have something very good. We have 5 minutes to wrap this up. So please go ahead and share.
Thank you very much. It's a very good turnout, and the whole boys team have done a very wonderful job. This campaign is a door-to-door campaign. This campaign is a youthful campaign. And the Boys Movement is part of many things that the party are doing to mobilize support for the PME campaign. The PME campaign for us, the Boys as you, young people, is one that is talking about our hope, one which is about aspiration, and one which is that we entreat everybody here to to go door to door to spread the news on various platforms that the DMV campaign is a possibility campaign. I am personally excited that the DMV campaign is focusing on jobs, is focusing on training, is focusing on the private sector. Because the private sector is the engine of growth. Everybody knows that. And without the private sector supporting government through PPPs, through strong reforms, through a enabling environment, government will have a poor order on its hands. And the DMV commitment to you, which is the manifesto, the NPP manifesto, is very clear in terms of some of the bold things that Dr. Bawumia will do. And the President Bawumia government will be very excited and a radical government. It is a continuity of what President Stakeholder has done, but it is coming with fresh ideas. And these ideas really, for me, center on the private sector. The flat tax rate, as colleagues have mentioned, is the boldest policy, in my opinion, captured in the manifesto. If the flat tax rate is going to be possible, then we must vote for Dr. Bawumia. When Dr. Bawumia comes into office, he will ensure that there is predictability for everybody, from traders, from the sole client dealers, to the small business person, to the SME, to be able to have more income in their pockets so that they can invest more in the economy. And for me, that is the premise of this whole thing. 1 million young people to train. It's a manifesto and a commitment about 1 million young people to $2,000. An SME fund, so a fintech fund, which government or the government will put $100 million in. That is the commitment. But the government speaks of a place of knowledge, speaks of a place of commitment, speaks of a place of know-how. So I entreat everybody, all the young people here, to mobilize, to energize, go door to door, talk to your various friends, your girlfriends, your wives, all the associations that you're in, to mobilize them. We believe that it is possible and we can win this election in ways that have not been done before. This election is winnable. Let us believe, let us mobilize, and the boys movement is here to stay. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, John. Good evening, everyone. I'm excited to be here this evening. Young people come together, meet and greet, share ideas, bond, and discuss the pertinent issues affecting our country and the choices that we have to make. This evening, I will engage you on one or two issues. And let me start with some statistics. These elections, the 2024 elections, is strictly going to be determined by the youth from ages between 18 all the way to 35, constitute about 60% of the current voters register. It tells you that we are the bulk of the voters register. Again, let me say this. History remembers the brave and not the coward. History remembers the brave and not the coward. Therefore, the youth of Ghana, are we going to show that we are brave people or we are cowards? To brave is to show that indeed we think deeply about our country and that we want a leader who is a problem solver. The most interesting thing about this particular election in December is that the two front runners in this election, Dr. Mani Mahama and Dr. Bawumia, two front runners, no doubt about it. Now the prospects of both are there, and the consequence of our vote will also tell on the choice we will make. Every choice and every vote going to Dr. Mani Mahama and his NDC is an endorsement of failure, because we have seen the performance of John Dramani Mahama before. He is the worst president to ever ascend the rulership of Ghana. There's no doubt about it. And I cannot mince words. The most corrupt president to ever come in the history of Ghana. The most indecisive president to ever ascend the rulership of Ghana. So, in reality, there is nothing John Dramani Mahama can offer the youth of Ghana. Absolutely nothing. But in Dr. Bawumia, we find a friend. We find a problem solver. We find a visionary and someone who has said, make me your servant. I will serve the interests of the Ghanaian youth. That is why I plead with all young people, friends, colleagues here, Gen Zs, millennials, everyone, that for the sake of the future of Ghana, this is one time we need to get it right. We need to get it right to elect a president who represents the current generation. We like it or not, the world is gravitating into the blue revolution. It is here upon us, the fourth industrial revolution. The only person who represents this particular generation is Dr. Bawumia, understanding how it works and how to prepare the youth of Ghana for sale. And that is why myself and you, we will do ourselves good if we elect a good leader for our dear country, a leader who will work for the youth of Ghana. Now, I see a lot of campaigns going on social media, wherever, on the radio, and honestly, if John Dramani Mahama had any shame, he will not even be on the ticket running for president again. He will have any shame in him. Because he's the only president in Ghana who doesn't have any legacy to his name, because he could not perform. How then do we find him an option? How then do we think that he is the panacea to our problems? He is not. Or really a Timpa. A Timpa, any Dr. Bawumia. Without any fear of doubt, without any fear of contradiction, and that is why I am calling on you, the youth of this country, rise up. Rise up. Be counted. Let's do this for another Ghana, that the youth of this country have sung in one loud voice, loud, so loud and high, that we want a brand new president in Dr. Bawumia, who is a problem solver, who is a thinker, and who will do justice to the problems in this country. No doubt, we like it or not, we admit we are going through challenges. We cannot run away from it. But I can tell you, everywhere in the world, it's safe that is going on there. That is why, even the more reason, we need somebody with the technical expertise, the know-how, the knowledge to work and take them out of the doldrums into the land that we want, full of money and milk. Therefore, I want to appeal to you that let's support the white voice movement, even though some of the girls are classes. No problem, we like you. We like it that you are here, we are happy that you are here. And let me assure you, when you do the girls one, we also come and classes. But be it as it may, if we are telling you, catch your bags, you will come in our members. We didn't see girls that will not come. You will represent life. Therefore, my friends, colleagues, everyone, let's make this a progress. The youth project, let's make it a project. And let's all be campaigners, all be ambassadors of this project. All the We are starting from the black spot and we will walk all the way to Montana, and then we will show Ghana that indeed the elephant is really simple and that we will never be defeated. I can assure you all, everyone here, as the national youth organizer of the NPP, defeat is not in my options. It is not. I don't have defeat in my options. Whatever I am going to do to ensure the NPP wins, I will do it. And I've said this time without a number. If it takes the last drop of blood in me, I will drop for the NPP to win. And this is a clarion promise that I am making. And I want all of you to join me. Come on! Come on! Right up, the youth of Ghana, the youth of NPP, let's do this together. Let's show that indeed we are patriots, and let's show that we are bold, and that we are brave, and that brave people are never defeated at all. Come on!
Brand new song from Bawumia. Tomorrow when you find the song, be sure to share. Brand new song from Bawumia. That's the spot of music. After the music, all the members, we're going to take a photo right here.
Jojo.
Very important. Be sure right after the doors of songs, we'll come here and take a photo.
Your mind, yeah, I never bring it one where my ladies at? Where my honey's at? Where my shorty's at? Where's time for your mind? I got a ready for a minute. Now, to my niggas on the block, y'all. 1, 3, bring it out, y'all. Baby, there's things you that do me that make how they feel. Girl, my heart done it for you, my love, my dear. I promise someone on how to get by your side. I will come tell your mama, say you be my wife. 'Cause I can be your man. My girl, I can be your man, you can be my girl, I can be your man.
Thank you very much. Be sure to put the music back. I want to call the gentleman Samir who will on stage so he says his final words. And then we go back. Thank you, John. Voice movement. Your mind for voice movement.
Antonia Bay Vakabo, where are you? Laura Jay-Z, please join me here. So, guys, beyond today is a whole new vibe for the campaign. And we believe that this momentum should not and will not die. From tomorrow, we are going to move all of us into various groupings. We are going to be reading through the data that we have. It's going to be the street campaign, ghettos campaign, and everywhere that we need to get to. Thanks to my former youth leader, the venerable former youth leader who handed over to me. Cabo and I decided that this will be another round to have a campaign also. And I'm excited that our Clarion Corps brought people on board. And just as we said, we are going to be finding us, seeing us, the various slums, the ghettos, the streets. Please, It's a coalition of the willing. And for the many that come here, we believe that we are going to support push Dr. Bawumia's agenda. The party continues after our closing remarks. And I think that it's important I hand over to my colleague as well to also help bring it. Then, after all, DJ, before you drop the other sound, don't forget to drop the Kaluta and the rest. Then we'll also join our Samini as well. Come on.
Thank you very much, Sami Uku. Just to chip in to what my brother has said, this is one of the many initiatives we have put together, the Boys Voice movement. Very soon we are going to also have an interaction with a lot of Gen Z. We call that the Gen Z Connect. And we are going to have various pop-outs at various locations across the city. We are not going to limit this activity to Greater Accra. We are taking it to Kumasi, we are taking it to Koforidua, we are taking it to Central Region, Western Region, and all those who want to be a part of this movement, please get onto our socials, get registered. We will reach out to you, reach out to a friend, reach out to a brother, reach out to your sites, reach out to all those who matter, because this campaign is certainly an invasion. We intend to invade all the spaces. We intend to make sure that no corners are left undealt with. The ghettos, the streets, everywhere we are going to be there. We must occupy the nation to ensure that the message of our candidate is dialed up and repeated, and ensuring that we get our message across to the Ghanaian people. What I want to say as my parting words are two straight issues. We have been faced with two major decisions. A decision of the past and a decision about the future. And we believe very strongly that Dr. Bawumia is the future, and we here represent the future, for which reason we are going to edge on, we are going to fight on, we are going to ensure that we take our message to everybody. The job is ground. The job is on the ground. We fiddle with our votes, we are the finger warriors, but we also ensure that we picket along the city, we picket everywhere. So from next week, you are going to see us on the streets, you are going to see us sharing our stickers, you are going to see us in the trotro stations, you will see us at the various malls, we will be everywhere. We intend to invade all nightclubs in Accra. We are going to invade all the nightclubs in Accra to ensure that our message, our campaign is taken to all other places. I am happy to announce that I see my very young, articulate Miracles Abuaje, the Gen Z president, who is also here with us. One of the products of the youth wing of our party, and we are very proud about his exploits so far in maintaining a decent level of communication as far as our messaging is concerned. Miracles, come forward and talk about the Gen Z Connect project. Please, everybody wants to see the toast of communication, one of the best and senior marketer, a great guy from the Latin area who this party has acknowledged. We appreciate all the people that you are doing for the new Electoral Party. You need some upgrade, so not a reset, just upgrade yourself one step and you will be taller and accountable. Thank you very much.
You know, the next one is a time one more step. Now you have a presidential height. As boss to the short man, you upgrade one step. Family John Miracle, you're really fantastic on radio. And you are making give it up for Miracle. That's right.
He is the youngest communication director for any presidential campaign in the 4th Republic. The youngest and the smallest body size communicator, but you know the most dangerous drugs are found in the small bottles. So Miracles is a whole mood for the NBC communication team, and we are proud it's a product of the youth wing, and these are some of the talents that we have in our fold, and we will continue to check them out as we keep identifying them. Thank you, Miracles, and we are great and happy about the good work you are doing. You have to say something about the Gen Z Connect.
So I don't know when we are doing the girls. And I see you here.
Your height.
And since you come here, we are going to invade the girls movement like never before. And we are going to take over and conquer the girls movement. But what I know is that we are winning these elections. As for now, there is no doubt about that. We are winning the elections and they know. And so what is left is for all of us here to now put our energies together and kill it all once and for all. I am very interested in the nightclub campaign. And I'm sure Gifty is also equally interested. So we are going to invade the nightclubs. We are going to invade, all the corners you have to go through. And I see all the corners and all who were in when I mentioned the nightclub. And he's going to join us. And so what we are going to do, like Campbell said, from tomorrow, we are going to campaign in every corner like never before. And we are going to even push them further into darkness to ensure that by the time we hit the end of September, there is nothing left for them. The NPC are relying on only one thing, only one. That is the young people. Their only hope is that the guys who are 18 and 19 this year, they were only 10 years old and 8 years during John Mohammed's time. And so his hope is that they do not recall their abysmal performance when he was president. And so what we are going to do with the Gen Zs is to own them and sit them down and recall and let them reflect on who John Mahama is and who he was when he was president. I am very hopeful, very confident that looking at all the people here, if we put our strength together, we are surely going to return John Mahama. Please, and please again, this thing we are doing is very possible. Never think that this is not going to happen. We have moved around this country and we have seen it with our eyes. We have beaten the NPC like never before. Thank you very much for honoring this invitation this evening.
Thank you very much, Jerry, MC. So I think we are done at this point.
What I want me, I'm okay. I'm okay. Yes. Why you do me like baby? Because I didn't love my life, got my peace of mind. I didn't come back. You always seen as my body. And I'll be a somebody. Everybody, come on, don't find anybody now.